thinking about how I would appear and think, oh, I know you have a lot of problems and you need a lot of time, but you don't have time, you only have money. So you called the porno card tonight, naked and ready in your hotel. You just happen to be addicted to porn. Porn is what you really like. Ah, what unusual taste you have. Oh, sugar, dare I call you daddy? Your thing tastes like money to me. You're a naughty boy, and I'm a bad girl. What should we do about that? See, it's a big, bad city, and we're just like all those people. There's nothing special to us. A London boredom, an Eastern promise, walked in the room on her own high heels. Oh, sugar, dare I call you daddy? Your thing tastes like money to me. You're a naughty boy, and I'm a bad girl. What should we do about that? You promised your wife all of your income. Now you let blonde fake lesbians who pretend to be Swedish suck it out of you. Just suck it out of you. Oh, what a shame. What a shame that is. What an awful shame for your wife and kids. You may think that it will be okay, but I can tell you now that you will burn before me. Every day I go on Facebook as I enjoy a ride on public transport. Every day when I go to the bus stop, and every day I see these fucking ads. They're trying to tell me the story that I will be happy if I buy new clothes and I get new makeup and perfume. They tell me the story that I will be happy with all these things that I could buy because I'm a woman. They want to tell me this story that I could be a princess, but I'm thinking, why would I want to be a fucking princess? I've got 3 lovely dresses at home in my wardrobe. I bought them out of a pack at the sex shop. Everybody loves me when I wear them, so I guess I can be a fucking princess. It's trying to tell me the story that I'm going to be so happy with my new stuff, but you want to sell yourself so you can buy things and then sell that. It's just so... we don't have to buy anything. It's... princess is stupid. I hate princesses. Fuck princesses. Princesses are horrible. Princesses are stupid. And on that note, I'm going to start telling you a story. Like I announced in the beginning, much of my work revolves around the fact that I used to be a sex worker and then I stopped being that and I wanted to date men, and I really didn't know how to approach that. I started out by telling the truth from the beginning, and then I didn't think I owed that to anybody that I barely knew, and then I thought, well, if I don't talk about it at all, then it's going to come out later, that's going to be really awkward. And I was faced with a lot of strange decisions, and people say, oh yeah, I don't judge that, but actually really do. Wasn't sure if I would want that to be known, so sometimes I would try to keep it a secret and only tell certain people, knowing that this would then travel. But I'm a memoir writer, and much of my work that I've written in the last couple of years has revolved around this topic. So I'm going to read a story which is part of a larger work about the night I thought I was going to stop dating and how that went. I'm from Berlin, by the way, so this story takes place in Berlin. Through the blue and black night and the sparse neon, while the driver asks me about my family and I pretend to have 3 sisters, I decide that from now on I will be celibate. Just stop all of it. All I've been doing in my love life is create noise because I couldn't bear the thought of listening to the beats of my own music, much as I feel the dull heartbeats and dark desires sometimes. I'm going to cut the cord and just let go of all 3 of my exes. 1, 2, 3, snip, 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 bye guys, see you never. Now I'm single. For distraction, I go out by myself again, and since these days I am mildly swanky, I pick a mildly swanky bar. Best drinks ever, on me, for me. I drink on my own, 2, 3, 4, deliciously complex cocktails. I used to be a drug addict. Now I'm an alcoholic. Same difference. So I can have my dreams of finding peace in a carved crystal tumbler, taste them rounded off with a curling piece of orange rind. Organic, I presume. Served to me by a long, slim barman with a white bow tie on a pine green marble bar, very Gatsby style. I can sit in their blood-red leather chairs and wear my black dress among well-painted faces, wearing understated jewelry and dark-tone evening makeup. Fuck this too. A bar with a 1920s theme in Berlin, golden lampposts. It's just a new, thin layer of skin on a deep and ancient wound of history, the wound that will never heal. Hannah Arendt got it right the first time. I'm thinking, Hannah Arendt, what a woman. And what a waste of space I am in comparison. I just drink and drink to let my mind's lights dim in an infinite loop of dress-coded, scripted conversations and predictable sexual outcomes. I fade in a woozy, boozed-up, manicured and derivative puppet show. I fade. This is supposed to be the real deal. A bar filled with people who are the real deal, and it's just a joke. Damn it, I can't break through this wall of my own insignificance and everyone else's insignificance too. I've had too much alcohol, and still no better ideas about anything. For instance, the idea, how am I going to get home? I always do. And does it matter that I might get stares on public transport or annoyance from guys on public? Sometimes I think when a bloke tries it on when I'm drunk and tired on the train and I tell him in unmistakable terms that he needs to go fuck himself, doesn't he know who he's dealing with? Whoa, I'm finally ready to leave this bar. I have a cigarette when a group of young Americans arrive, who look really glamorous, like maybe they're actors. One young man who seems particularly off his head makes a beeline for me. He's tall and muscular looking. He has very nice jawbones, a good shirt. He looks really sexy. And then he shows up there and he says, "Hey baby." And I cringe. I can barely see his facial features in the dark, but this guy's just talked to me and called me baby. Oh, I'm too drunk, fuck it, he looks too good, I don't care. He's athletic, too athletic. More athletic than my most athletic ex who was playing rugby all the time. Actually, what a physique this guy has, oh my god. But what a dumb speech he's making at the same time. He's drunk, past his own sell-by date, as am I. And he sits there, and then he leans in and says, "You realize, you know who I am, right?" No. You don't know who I am? Nah, who do you think you are then? Oh, he doesn't like that. Now he's really put off. And I sip my drink in darkness and he puffs up and sways and then bursts out right next to my ear. "Do you feel honored that I noticed you?" What? Do you feel honored that I noticed you? Oh, yes, so honored to meet you. How do you do? Don't worry about a thing, babe. You're with me now. Things are gonna look up for you now that you're with me. Boys can be so delicious when they're trying to be manly. I can see he's still a child. He's probably about 30. It looks like this is the best company I'm going to get for the next hour or so. So I'll have a drink with him, whatever. His friends come round. "Hey, what are you doing?" "Hey, he's talking to that girl." We're really sorry. Is he bothering you?" Hi guys. No, I'm fine. He doesn't bother me at all, thank you." "Well, let us know if he does. He's had a few." I can see. It's all good with me. See you inside, guys. I'm looking at my new friends and I'm thinking, okay, these people look so glamorous. I mean, who are these people? They seem to be actors from America or something, but maybe not. They're really elegant, but also kind of wholesome, all the while sitting comfortably in real diamonds and real Dior. They're Americans, but not from a big city. I guess they seem more like the upper crust of Wyoming or something like that. So they're so well behaved. There's no false notes in conversation, no fuck ups. Unlike in my case. These people are so understated, except for their one friend who's now next to me. I'm so curious. I must be staring because now one of these women is coming up to strike up conversation with me. They look so beautiful, all these women. The men are all looking really strong and tall and dressed in modest, bespoke dinner jackets, and their faces shine with good health as they sit by the bar like buttercups in the moonlight. So I'm talking to this girl. "What brings you to Berlin?" "My husband's job." "Oh, your husband? Is he here?" "Yes, that one's my husband. We're under contract for the next 3 years. We really hope that we'll be able to stay longer. That would be awesome. Berlin is the best place we've lived so far." That's nice. What does your husband do?" "Don't you recognize the guys?" "No." "Oh, that's funny. The guys are all in the hockey team." "Oh, I see. Like ice hockey or normal hockey?" Ice hockey. Berlin has a really good ice hockey team. And these guys are all in it." "Oh, I see. Yeah, gosh, I'm really sorry. I'm absolutely not up to speed with my ice hockey. I don't even have a television." "Oh, that's so funny. We're all about the ice hockey, of course. But of course, if you don't have a television, that's hilarious. I can understand." I feel pretty smug about the fact that my date for the night is a professional hockey player. It's perverse. He is an idiot. But validation is a thing, isn't it? I know why I'm doing this. This is for my ego. He has fans, he has money, he looks amazing. Knowing that I made his cut when he has all the options is the best medicine for a frayed and tattered sense of being stale goods on the market. Oh no. I'm almost on a par with those pleasant young ladies in the nice dresses chatting away at the bar. I mean, I guess I could almost look like one of them too, but internally I'm really not there. I mean, they might be dull people, of course, I have no idea what they're like, but they must have lived a charmed life and been good girls. I guess, in a weird way now, I do feel honored after all. That sounds dumb, but fuck it, you win. 2 more drinks, hockey guy, before we leave. We lock arms, waiting for a cab to show, get into a fight with a cab driver, stop at Burger King's on the way, and finally arrive at this brand new fancy luxury flats development, which I normally refer to as gentrification flats. I've never seen the inside of one of these before. So we just both flop on his bed with his white bed sheets and never turn on the light. I don't turn on the light. He doesn't. I don't ask him to turn on the light. We have sex, which is pretty average, and he just mutters, "Well, you guys are all sluts." Yeah? You guys? What about you guys? I don't know. Oh, never mind. In the dark, I touch the outline of the sportsman, and I feel up the shoulders and the whole overly ripped body, and I think of my ex who played rugby. Ice hockey dude has some very big scar on his abdomen, and I wonder what happened there. Did he get a skate in there? I mean, whatever it was, that's one story that I'm never going to hear. And I just think, poor thing. There's something terrible must have happened. And I fall asleep knowing he is my last one-night stand. My cherry on the icing, ultimate proof that I don't need this kind of validation anymore. And in the middle of sleeping, the splash of water wakes me up. Mr. Ice Hockey Man is wetting the bed. I now understand why there was a sheepskin on the floor and why he was the only one without a pretty young lady by his side. I mean, I don't know if that was the reason actually, but I thought at the time. He sleeps right through it. And to do the same, I creep to the furthest edge of the bed. I used to wet my bed myself when I was a child, way into puberty actually. It was quite embarrassing. It was terrifying. Someone should notice. It was the worst thing that could happen. And this is a whole nother dimension of bed wetting. And I just think, poor guy. But I don't want to spend another night with this one either. In the morning, I find my black cardigan and my nice dress and my tights all on the floor, well drenched in hockey players' piss. So I go into the shower and take the clothes with me, and I rinse everything out and wring it like crazy, and then I put it on damp. And as I get out of the shower, and I'm just about to gather my purse and leave, I see that he's woken up and he knows. And he knows that I know. And I know that he knows that I know, but we're not going to talk about it. Because why? We barely know each other's names, so won't discuss this for. He gives me this sheepish smile and says, "I gotta be at the ice rink by 12 o'clock. Nice to meet you. Have a nice life." "You too." Smiles, a scornless smile as I wave goodbye and close the door behind me, a bit damp and chuckling. I wonder if on the ice rink he's going to think of me at all or ever again. I wonder if he knows I'm writing stories about him. I'm just dreaming my way home, thinking despite being a dick and despite the piss on my clothes, this night has actually helped me feel better. And I realized that although my sense of self was eroded and frayed and men had a lot to do with it maybe in the first place, I will now stop using men to get myself out of anything. Shit. So how's that being celibate thing working out again? I'm so bored of me. I'm bored of other people. I'm bored of alcohol and cigarettes and bored of casual acquaintances and cocky guys in bars and people trying to wind me up with that biological clock bullshit. Now, I revel in my failure to go home and have a baby and be a mother now that my 28th birthday is past and I'm no longer mandated to donate my body to the promotion of our intangible cultural heritage known as sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I'm infinitely bored of all of that sponge booze, loserland. All this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. They are nothing, and I am nothing. I've been nothing. I'm trying to be different from the way I was before, but what I was is nothing, and what I am now is nothing. And because it's nothing, it neither hurts nor pleases me or anybody else. It just has no relevance whatsoever. I just sit here, smoke a cigarette and stare at the door, hoping that something new might happen to me. Welcome to my head. Welcome to my life, bitch. Just heartbreak,